5 judges will indicate the winning team, decided by a red or blue flag.
Welcome to Olympic Channel's live stream of this new cutting-edge event. Day 2 of the first ever WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships Rhodes 2017. Basically a very high-end skills challenge for more than 600 athletes from 26 countries, dedicated to making Taekwondo Beach an enduring and entertaining event, eyeing its inclusion in the upcoming World Beach Games in San Diego, California 2019. What you're seeing right now is the first event of the day. The recognized Pumse over 17 female team. It's China in red, and they're up against Vietnam on the far left.
Both teams just performed Taekwondo Chiljang, and they will have a short break until the next final round.
PA announcer updating you. That was how the Pumse has gone here. They're recognized. They do one routine. They stop, get ready. All the judges are in front of you. Those flags are red and blue. It comes down to flags. Whoever has more flags of the 5 judges, 3 or 2 or 4 or 1 or 5-0, that's the winner. And the immediate result, you'll see the flags go up. Obviously, China the winner as their coach on the far left.
Of 3 points to 2.
3-2, a very close competition.
It's China!
And you might notice this is not any form of one-on-one combat, not the same discipline as Olympic Taekwondo, which is known as Kyorugi, the sparring competition. This is basically, again, a skills challenge. And so China takes out Vietnam in the first matchup. Next up, Finland and Spain will go, and we'll get a replay of some of the winning teams.
The gold medal. How do you feel?
谢谢大家，我爱你们。
Thank you and congratulations.
The Chinese very happy, clearly.
Our next event is a recognized Pumse, over 17 years of age, male team final.
In the finals, we have Team China against Team Vietnam.
And China is the red team, Vietnam is the blue team. You can tell that by the team captain has the wristband on his right wrist.
And the male team over 17, same matchup, China and Vietnam. No surprise there. Interesting to note that a 10-member strong team, Vietnamese team, is here. Some of their best Taekwondo athletes. This inaugural event obviously includes freestyle Pumse and this recognized Pumse. The freestyle will have music and choreography. The 2 new competitions created just for beach championships that you'll see coming up, technical breaking and freestyle dynamic kicks, and the breaking challenge. Referees are involved there, and we'll see after the first round. There's a minor pause, and they finish up with the
Incredible performance of Pumse choreo by both teams. To the layman, it's very difficult to tell between the two teams. Lisa, what are they looking for?
Well, they're looking for great technique, but also great presentation. So a lot of power, a lot of sharpness has to be done in this Pumse.
In reading the reviews from yesterday, you see the wind, and that's particularly a factor in this discipline. Yesterday, 11 separate division gold medals were up for grabs. Korea and Turkey took 3 gold medals each. Thailand, 2 golds. China, Denmark, and Spain won 1 gold medal each. And we'll see what the judges. There's no scoring. It's just the flag waving and raising of the red or the blue flag, and we'll find out who wins.
We'll have a new world champion team.
It's 4-1.
Team Vietnam.
In favor of Vietnam.
The new World Beach Pumse Championship champions in category male team over 17 years old. Congratulations.
Again, welcome to Olympic Channel's live stream of this brand new cutting-edge event. It's the first WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships. Rhodes, Greece, an absolutely exquisite, amazing venue. And congratulations, that's the Chinese team. But the team in red, the team blue, right there, Vietnam, with a dominating performance, 4-1 in the eyes of the judges. And
a few words of
another medal for the Vietnamese.
We feel very happy. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and congratulations once again.
You see the Aegean Sea playing a starring role here. One of the gorgeous Greek islands. You're looking in on the medieval city of Rhodes. And this is the spectacular Nautica Club Rhodes.
Pumse under 30 pairs.
Now we're moving along.
We have Team China against Team Thailand.
China and Thailand in the next event. This is the recognized Pumse pairs under 30. This is about maintaining your inner peace and harmony while continuing to make the moves and in synchronization with your partner. Go through the mandatory movements and kicks.
Amazing performances.
And we'll see what the judges say.
The pairs will have a short break, and they will be ready for the next final round.
They prepare for the second leg of this. Pumse considered to be the traditional aspect of Korean martial art of Taekwondo, defined as a pattern series of offensive and defensive techniques performed against an imaginary opponent. You can hear the wind howling, and that does affect the balance, which is such an integral part of this presentation. Yesterday we saw some wobbles because of the gusts of wind, so it's one of the elements that they have to take on here in this beach environment. And there it is, the crowd letting the contestants know they appreciate it.
And
we'll
that
see
was Pumse Sibjin.
what the judges say. 4-1.
Have the blue team as the winner, Team Thailand.
Thailand coming away with the gold medal in a dominant performance, according to the judges.
That's another victory for the Chinese team.
Thailand comes away with
That's their second final
their
of today,
third
taking the gold medal place.
gold medal. So to correct the initial PA announcement, it's China with the gold, 4-1 over Thailand. So China with a second win already.
Team China, big congratulations with a gold medal at the World Beach Taekwondo Championships. How do you feel?
No.
Taekwondo, I love you!
Thank you. Congratulations, China, once again. 谢谢.
Okay, we're now moving on to the freestyle Pumse over 17 pair. This will be competed between 4 teams. Just before we start, we're changing the officials.
So freestyle Pumse comes in, and the officials change out.
Qualified
And this is another level.
Federation.
This is a similar Taekwondo techniques, but you add in music and choreography, and it makes for a really, well, it's a great experience for everyone there, and certainly our viewers and users on OlympicChannel.com as we live stream this from Rhodes in Greece. And you'll notice immediately a change of energy and tempo as the competitors are still competing against each other, but it's more about it's an individual performance. They're not up there with teams, as you'll see. Each team goes by themselves, and they're judged and scored, and then the next team comes out in a more traditional Olympic way of scoring, it's something to behold. Some incredible athletic moves, and again, they have the mandatory movements they have to make, but with the team element, this should be a lot of fun to watch.
And will be Turkey.
This is a 4-team competition, individuals, and there you see some of the look down at the medieval city of Rhodes. Just preparing the stage or the venue there. And the judges are there. No flags this time. It's scoring. It's a traditional review, score. Next team comes out.
One member, one female member, and they are performing their own movements, synchronized, coordinated, and to music.
This among the most entertaining of all the events that I saw yesterday. It's extreme choreography, there's athleticism, and all with an eye on keeping their center and calm, and yet putting on a show and also hitting the mandatory movements that they must for here. So freestyle Pumse team, mixed team, Turkey. That the Turkish Pumse national team.
Turkey!
They move on, and I believe I originally called it the... Anyway, it's a freestyle Pumse team mixed. Just to clarify, my mistake is the freestyle Pumse pair over 17. Next competition will be the mixed. And there's a little glitch for the Turkish Pumse national team. Two Vietnamese teams coming and the Spanish team.
Next up, in freestyle pair over 17 category, we have Team Spain.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for Spain.
A different interpretation, obviously, than the Turkish presentation, but still, you just have to marvel at the power, speed, obviously the synchronization. And she might be in a little bit of pain. Looks like she did something, but it's all about, it's very physical. It's like she may have pulled a muscle or something, but she continued and finished in fine form, and we'll know later how the judges viewed it. The next two, Vietnamese Taekwondo senior Pumse teams. We'll look back at his ultimate finish. Interesting to note that Greece has won 4 Olympic medals in Taekwondo in the Olympics, a gold and 3 silver since the appearance of the sport in the Olympic program in Sydney 2000. The last one Greece won was a silver in Beijing. Again, it's not the same discipline as the Olympic Taekwondo Kyoryuji. the sparring competition, more of the combat and defense structure with another person you're battling, but you get a sense of the difficulty involved in this discipline as well. And you also get a look at this spectacular venue in the middle of the Aegean Sea, and it's certainly adds a certain aura to this first ever WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships, Rhodes 2017. Gorgeous Greek island. Tom Kirkland here with Olympic Channel, our live stream, day 2.
Freestyle Pomsei pairs over 17 years old. We have Team Vietnam.
One of the 2 Vietnamese teams in the final. And now you know the routine. It's synchronized performance to music. They choreograph it, they pick the music, and it again has to involve several of the basics of the discipline. Basic movements have to be covered, much like maybe in figure skating, the short program, or used to be called compulsories, where the skaters must hit certain moves while also putting on a bit of a show. It also has a little bit of a feel of the long program of figure skating, where it's expressive and obviously put to music in a way to maybe engage the audience and certainly the referees. Absolutely incredible performance.
Give it up for our first team from Vietnam.
Now that sets the bar. The second Vietnamese team coming in, they know each other. They've trained for many months. They've competed against each other. This is no surprise. And a little bit of an edge as they come off. You get the sense that they thought they have the look of we're the best. And while the discipline does not involve any negative, actions or connotations, or they never disrespect the sport nor the opponent. But certainly a lot of confidence as they came off from their performance. Vietnam with a lot of good performances, but looking for their first gold medal. They have 2 chances here with this team and the team that will wrap up the 4 competitors. We've seen Turkey, Spain, and Vietnamese team 5.
The last team on the court, we have Team Vietnam.
This is our second team from Vietnam to have made the final at the first World Beach Championships. Multiple entries by national teams is permitted.
And again, as we articulated yesterday, this is the end of a long day. They're brackets. It's a tournament, and it all happens in one day. So this would be the business end of today's competition, and at some point, fatigue, mental or physical, can play a role. There's concentration issues. There could be minor injuries or muscle pulls that are bothering these contestants. But again, much like any other competition where the end of the day is where the best performance must be, put it out of mind, and they're used to these kinds of competitions. It's now in the hands of the judges. Vietnam's second team wraps up its performance. And now that the freestyle Pumse over 17 pairs have been, or the competition is over, they will move on to the freestyle Pumse team. Again, there will be 4 teams competing in that final. And as this competition, particularly with the later events that you'll see with the kicks involved, is part of a push to be involved in the World Beach Games, which will be arriving in San Diego in 2019.
Next team. The first team we're going to see is Team Turkey.
As you can see, the team is made up of 2 female and 3 male athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, Turkey!
Turkey with a solid effort. You see the judge on the far left making notes. Get a look at the medieval city right there. That's where they held opening ceremonies, and it was, by all accounts, a spectacular, poignant, and yet somewhat, a lot of kids involved. They really involved the community. We saw some video of it yesterday, and
is Team China.
in fitting order with the backdrop, a very serene and peaceful, celebratory, as you might expect in an opening ceremony, but the backdrop of the medieval city of Rhodes certainly added a certain aura. And now, the next team.
There was Team China.
Team China participating in the final freestyle Pumse team competition. Another look back at the performance. Spectacular setting. Rhodes Island, one of the many spectacular Greek islands. You are tuned into Olympic Channel's live stream of this first ever WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships in Rhodes. Just to remind you, there's none of the mano a mano or one-on-one combat that you might be used to seeing in the Olympic discipline of Taekwondo, which is Kyoryuji, the sparring competition. This is just elements of recognized Pumse, freestyle Pumse we're in now, and coming up high kick breaking and technical breaking. Pumse considered to be, again, the traditional aspect of Korean martial art of Taekwondo, defined as a patterned series of offensive and defensive techniques performed against an imaginary opponent. And again, the team portion. A lot of choreography. They come up with the music and the choreography themselves. And this is hours of training. And now it's go time. It's the business end of the competition. They've been through a day's worth of preliminaries to get through here, through the brackets like any tournament, and this is the best of the best.
And that was Team Vietnam in the freestyle Pumse event.
So now it's in the hands of the judges again. These awesome images provided by a drone with a camera that is now state-of-the-art in almost every competition involving a television signal or live streaming, as we're doing here on Olympic Channel. Olympic Channel is a great resource for all things Olympic. It's one-stop shopping for features and tributes.
The last team in the final.
Whether it's Olympic Channel news or
a medal.
Production, or there's all kinds of original series coming up. Just go to OlympicChannel.com, very user-friendly website. You can tap into more on Taekwondo, the traditional Taekwondo. This is a little bit of a cutting edge we're seeing right here, but OlympicChannel.com is a great resource for all of you Olympic fans out there. Even though during our research we found there are no Olympians in this field, at least not yet. Maybe Tokyo 2020 will provide an opportunity for some of these, crossing over back to the Olympic discipline of Kyoruji. It's the mixed team and the Spanish national team is on now. Incredible grace and athleticism here within the confines of the discipline technique and making sure that they cover the requirements. But what a show there.
Thank you, Team Spain.
And you hear the got a lot of support there above the judges' heads. There's quite a contingent from the Spanish team. That would be an easy trip to take if you're a parent or a trainer or a member of the support team for these athletes. Want to go to Rhodes for a championship competition? Sure, I'm in. Again, the spectacular vista. It's the Nautica Club. They've covered the pool. And in the background, you see the medieval city of Rhodes, the opening ceremony we talked about at the bastion of the Grand Master's Palace. Spectacular Thursday event here. I was talking about the World Beach Games coming up, the first one in San Diego in 2019, and the president of the World Taekwondo Federation says we're always looking to diversity in our sport, and we see beach taekwondo as a new opportunity to take our players out of the arena and out into the sunshine. Having inaugurated beach taekwondo, we expect taekwondo to go into the program of the first World Beach Games in San Diego, offering yet another venue for our athletes to shine. So this is a setup for future inclusion. And now you see the preparation.
In our broadcast now we can see some highlights from this morning's schedule.
And here's highlights, as you heard, from the morning.
So the competition is over 2 days.
This is earlier. And you see there's the look.
Rhodes.
Kids of all ages
there we can see some
enjoying the environment.
Ukraine practicing.
Imagine being a youngster in Taekwondo, getting a chance to come and perform and watch and maybe train with some of the world's best. Ukraine putting on a show there.
Beautiful setting there for the harbor behind them. That's Yopchagi side kick, high section spinning kicks by the athletes from the Ukraine. A short demonstration of synchronized team and individual spinning kicks. We'll be seeing more spinning kicks shortly. The teams come from all over the world. There's actually 26 teams taking part. We're going to try and spot the nationalities. This is the first competition where the uniform has been adapted to suit the beach wear, so you can see the athletes are wearing sports clothing, t-shirts, crop tops and pants. So there you go, working in synchronization. That's the Bulgaria team. And this was a qualifying round which was filmed this morning. Today is the second day of competition. And this demonstrates all the various aspects of WTF, Taekwondo, World Taekwondo Federation style Taekwondo, with the exception of Kyorugi, or Olympic style sport sparring, which you may have seen recently in the Rio Olympic Games. Taekwondo qualified as an Olympic sport. First made its debut in 2000, but this is the technical element of Taekwondo coming to you from the island of Rhodes, and this is the first beach championships.
We appreciate the local public address announcer filling us in on the activities earlier today, as you saw, and now they're just changing out the venue to accommodate the next
competition is technical breaking, spinning kicks, and in total we're going to see the 5 teams in the final.
Now this event has been dominated by Korea, and what we're going to see is each competitor will do 2 breaks, the horizontal and the vertical. They're awarded points by breaking as many boards as possible, by the number of spins that they do, and the technical skill where the boards break and their recovery. And all of this is judged and monitored very closely by our international referees. Our first athlete here is Yang from Korea. So that was the horizontal break. If you haven't seen this before, you're in for something special.
He's right about that. This is, again, an incredible...
So it's going for 4 boards.
Combination of grace and athleticism. Going for 4.
And he takes 2 of the boards, impacted on all 4, but 2 of them actually broke. With a spin with the handstand spin before that. Tremendously impressive. That's going to be a hard act to follow.
Obviously, this is an individual competition with 5 contestants in the final of technical breaking spinning kicks.
Next finalist in the spinning technical breaking competition is Lee from Korea.
So as you've just seen from his teammate, he attempts 2 breaks. The first break is a horizontal break. And marks are awarded for the number of degrees in the spin, the number of boards broken, the technical proficiency, the recovery and landing.
As you can hear, a lot going on, a lot going into and a lot going on. And for the judges, a lot to keep an eye on.
Tremendously impressive, the height and the technique here. Most of these Korean athletes are members of the World Taekwondo Federation International Demonstration Team.
The synchronization between performer and volunteers holding the piece of wood is crucial.
And he takes all the boards with skill, speed and accuracy. Excellent recovery. And now he preps for the vertical breaks.
To underscore Korea's dominance, they lead in the medals because they won all the medals in the high kick performance of the technical breaking and jumping multiple kick categories. So very greedy and very skilled and dedicated. The Koreans ran the table yesterday. Many of the same athletes competing again. See the importance of them lining up exactly where he wants them to. Gets the go-ahead from the official, and here he goes.
Just one board remaining there, but again, tremendous skill.
3 out of 4.
Even if it doesn't break all the boards, it's still only one factor in consideration of the overall result.
It's a point to remember that it's not about breaking everything. It's about, nailing the jump and the form, technique. All of that will go into the judges' scoring. If you get them all, well, that's only going to add to your number. A lot going on in this 3 or 4 seconds of real time.
The next finalist going for a medal in the technical breaking spinning kick challenge is No from Korea.
You've noticed the trend here.
Playing up to the crowd there, getting some encouragement behind him.
Korea dominating the contestants list and the entries, and then no surprise they're dominating the results as well. That's
excellent
the first
performance
ever.
There from Noah. Overhead somersault.
First we've seen in the
boards.
reverse somersault involved in the business end of
gymnastic and dynamic
the board breaking
skills from the Korean.
No gold medalist yesterday. Comes away with 3, sorry.
Okay, we've seen some more action from the teams this morning. And there we have Denmark rehearsing. It's nice and nice. The excellent teamwork, the comradeship between these athletes from all over the world is absolutely amazing. Don't forget our teams of coordinators, volunteers and organisers, both from the World Taekwondo Federation, the Island of Rhodes. And there's the various teams. Some of them have come to participate in the European Pumse Championships, and they've come to give their support earlier today after they've done their team training.
You get a feeling for why Rhodes Island, Greece is the
team in there.
Center of the Taekwondo world right now at this moment.
Zhang, Spanish team rehearsing outside.
You get a feel for the 26 nations represented here. Again, more than 600 athletes.
Elegant movement of these athletes is absolutely phenomenal. Although they're performing the same motions, the same activities, the timing is slightly different. The emphasis on movement, the balance and the recovery all have the little differences between the teams, and it's the job of the international referees to decide which interpretation is the best. The referees go through extensive training to prepare for these events. Last Team Denmark have been outstanding in this event, the first ever WTF World Taekwondo Federation Beach Championships. And there you can see the concentration and focus that the athletes have to put into these movements with balance and coordination. Well, Rhodes is the ideal setting for this first World Beach Championships, and we're going to move on now to the next round of the multi-break and the spin kicking techniques. What a remarkable setting for this unique event. We're actually really seeing something special from a very, very special place.
No doubt about that.
The Governor of the South Aegean and the municipality of Rhodes have welcomed the people from all over the World Taekwondo family to this event, and have made it the tremendous success that it is. As we're closing in today, this is the second day of competition and final day of competition in the World Beach Championships. And shortly, the location will change and we'll move on to the European Pumse Championships, and that is our standard competition. But right now, we've still got some more highlights to come from today's event.
Interesting his point about the referees' extensive training, and it's so true.
An aerial view.
So many different things to be watching in the short time
surrounded by the sea.
That the athletes actually complete the moves involved in the freestyle kicks. Here's some more video from earlier in the day. Just gives you an idea of how all-consuming this is.
Backgrounds, cultural, religious, all working together for harmony and peace through sport, and especially in this most artistic impression. There we can see the team from Finland. We've got a wonderful preparation warm-up area just underneath the competition area. There you can see the acrobatic spins from the Korean athlete as rehearsing. This is just for practice. It's quite incredible. A lot of these athletes do this not just for competition but also for fun. So they're going through and participating even when not being judged. Some incredible kicking. It's phenomenal. These guys can't actually fly, but you would think they could watching that. And that's the Turkish Korean athlete. And yes, he is blindfolded there. We might get to see some of that later if we're lucky. If if you went through the competition rounds. Accuracy, speed, timing, and coordinated movements are required to perform these multiple breaks. So the Taekwondo combines the footwork of fencing, the competitiveness and combat of the martial arts, mixed in with elegance and beauty of dancing and the skills of acrobatics and gymnastics.
Just taking in the serene and spectacular
We have two
ambiance.
finalists left in the technical breaking spinning kick challenge. And the next one up is Kim from Korea. Executed by Kim. He takes all the three boards. Now going for his second kick. Great acrobatics by Kim. He takes three boards.
Just a reminder, you're plugged into Olympic Channel's live stream of an historic first here. It's the first World Taekwondo Beach Championships from the phenomenal setting of Rhodes, Greece, and the many beautiful Greek islands. This is day 2 of our competition. Korea has dominated this board breaking and kicking competition, yesterday winning all the medals, and set up well today with many of their countrymen involved and seeing their way through to the end here in the finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the last finalist of the technical breaking spinning kick challenge. We have Jang from Korea.
Last contestant here in the technical breaking spinning kicks.
job, Jane. Was going for 4 boards and took 3 of them.
And now the setup for the second. Successful there with all 4.
To the last finalist, Jang from Korea.
Now we're into the technical breaking, freestyle breaking competition.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the first World Beach Taekwondo Championships. And while we're setting up, we'd just like to give a few gifts out to some of our young spectators. So, what
the
we
setup
have
is
here
allows the local organizers an opportunity to spread a little bit of love around the
and all
the
about WTF
crowd.
Taekwondo. Now, do we have any young people
and
in the audience that would like a
some of the young kids are going to get a.
Any Taekwondo enthusiasts? Come on forward. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Evelina.
And how old are you?
I'm 9 years old.
Excellent. And you practice Taekwondo?
Yes.
What is your school? Where do you practice? Your club? Excellent. Did you watch the Olympic Games? Did you see any of it? Yeah? Are any of these your favourite athletes? No. This is my favourite. This is Jay Jones from Great Britain. Would you like this book as a souvenir? Okay, here you go. Thank you very much. There you go. Okay. Right.
Spreading a little love to future Taekwondo athletes or current. As you can see, she's dressed in the appropriate
What's your name?
garb.
My name is Eleonora.
That is excellent. And are you from Rhodes?
Yes.
Excellent. And your name is?
It's Laura.
Okay. Do you live here too?
Yes.
And you live here too, yes?
Yes.
And you practice Taekwondo?
Yes.
Would you like to go to the Olympic Games, or do you like demonstration, pumse, and sparring?
Yes.
Excellent, good stuff. Okay, I'll give you one of these books there. There we go.
You love it when the answers are short.
And then we get one for you too.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right, a few more. We've got a few more to give out.
I brought some more gifts for you, Mike.
Lisa, would you like to give those out?
Sure.
Okay, any more children?
The break is needed because the setup for the next
We have some WTF pins.
World Championship, the technical breaking, freestyle breaking.
Don't be shy.
There's a lot going on behind them.
Here you go.
As,
okay, I'm going to come over to this side of the audience.
Masters of ceremonies.
See if you can get a few of the guys.
Entertain the crowd and involve the crowd. Obviously, support is so important for any of these Olympic or international sports.
Okay, any boys and girls here? Let's see if we can make a little bit more noise.
All
right, what we're going to do?
World Taekwondo Beach
Taekwondo.
Championships.
Okay, all the boys and girls.
What an opportunity, what a showcase for Rhodes.
Go!
Although, being a beautiful Greek island, they don't need a whole lot of recognition. Everybody pretty much knows. But to see it here for 2 days, to see the spectacular vistas and aerials,
okay, from this side,
it reminds you of how spectacular that part of the world is.
From the World Taekwondo Federation, and we have a few manuals too. So I've got 3 here to give. Any boys and girls want to come forwards? Come down, come down. Okay. Which team is that? Team Vietnam. I think, well, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Okay, here's some pin badges. Are you ready? Oh! Sorry, not very good throwing. Okay, let me give some of these out. Come forward. Come on, you man. Okay, you don't have to talk. I'll just give you one of these. There we go. Would you like this? What's your name?
Manol. My name is Manolis.
How old are you?
Eftamisi.
Excellent. And you do Taekwondo. That's good. Here's your souvenir. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to give these out here. Here, do you want to take that? That's it. Okay, and you can take that one. Okay, thank you very much. We have a few more to give, so if any of you are a little bit too shy and you'd like to come forwards later, just come and see me and we'll get those for you. Okay, thank you very much. Back to the action, please.
Nice job there. And a look from high above Rhodes. And again, the spectacular scenery all over. That was the top of the bastion of the Grand Master's Palace. It's a World Heritage Monument since the medieval period.
We're getting ready.
Now we're back
at the
Nautica Club.
Breaking freestyle.
The pool is not a pool for the last few days. It's covered.
The first competitor is Yuan from China.
Eight teams participating in this final.
Incredible action from Wang of China. Give him a round of applause, please. Excellent performance from Wang of China.
Juan of China showing what he can do. Again, the judges are looking at technique, discipline, and obviously breaking of the boards is important, but not crucial to a winning score. To underscore how much the Koreans are dominant, there are 7 of the 8 finalists are from Korea, and obviously that country is all abuzz. The Republic of Korea getting ready to host the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympic Games coming up in February. Although the other form of Taekwondo, the Kairugi, is a Summer Olympics event. We will not see that in the winter, obviously, but still, there's anyone who's been in and around a host city will know the preparations for the Olympics and welcoming the world to your city. It's an experience like no other, and certainly these beach championships for Taekwondo is a an excellent beginning to a build toward the World Beach Games in San Diego of 2019.
The next finalist on the court in the freestyle breaking challenge is Song from Korea.
Song from Korea up now. Some of these familiar names from yesterday, if you were with us. By now, the judges are used to these athletes, having seen them for a couple of days now. And again, these are the best of the best 8 in the final 7 Koreans.
Excellent performance by Song. Give him a big hand.
And as with most athletes who've gone through laborious practice and training and competition, he's got a little limp on him, but overcomes that to put out a solid performance in his final. You were locked into day 2 of the first World Taekwondo Beach Championships. We are on the island of Rhodes in Greece. Tom Kirkland here, Olympic Channel live streaming second day. We were here yesterday as well, where this gentleman and many of his Korean teammates dominated all of the kicking disciplines, winning every medal. Crucial. Again, we've seen this throughout. Anytime there's groups involved, the choreography with the volunteers holding the pieces of wood is crucial. And again, all these
No
routines
Korea.
are the work of each individual competitor. Choreographed, set up, planned, and obviously working closely with the team of volunteers who are involved in this aspect right here. Halfway through the 8 finalists. Judges have a lot to consider. And again, a beautiful look down. Very good look right there at the medieval city right in front of you in the bastion of the Grand Master's Palace. Again, a World Heritage Monument since the medieval period. That's where they held the bulk of opening ceremonies on Thursday.
The next finalist on the court is An from Korea.
Korea in great position again to sweep all the medals in these later competitions. The technical breaking going on now, and the freestyle breaking right now, and coming up freestyle dynamic kicks and breaking challenge. This looks interesting. Love the creativity, the risk-taking to try to gain an extra point or an extra salute from the judges. Key, I mean, just a couple of inches one way or the other. Look at that. You just marvel at the athleticism and the balance and the creativity also of these particular technical breaking, the freestyle breaking, where it's pretty much whatever they want to do.
What an amazing performance by these superb Korean athletes. They've taken years and years of practice to get to this high level. And what a challenge for our judges, all of whom are Taekwondo masters in their own rights, with many, many years of experience, who have to try and determine who is the first world beach Taekwondo champion.
see what the judges say later. And meantime, they will prepare to continue this competition. Waiting in the wings will be the freestyle dynamic kicks and breaking challenge. 2 Koreans already in the semifinals. Correction, 3. I was right the first time. 3 Koreans already in the semifinals with 1 quarterfinal to go with a Korean in that. So an opportunity for Korea to own the semifinals, which would mean owning all of the medals in this discipline as well. Clearly the technical breaking and freestyle dynamic kicks and breaking is an area where Korea is set up very well for the future. With a special eye again on 2019 in San Diego, where the World Beach Games, the first World Beach Games, will happen. But here, groundbreaking in a spectacular locale. It's the first WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships Rhodes 2017, and you are part of the Olympic Channel live stream. A rare miss. And the seasoned competitor quickly turns it into a different energy with the clapping to get the crowd involved. Called turning a negative into a positive immediately. Doing a great job of audience participation, bringing the crowd into it.
Freestyle breaking final. We have 8 finalists, 7 Korean athletes and 1 Chinese athlete. And now we have Kim from Korea.
Again, you get an idea if there's a miscommunication or
And that just demonstrates the risk.
millimeters.
Taekwondo techniques.
Exactly. The PA
And it's
man.
important to remember there's always an element of risk, so please don't try this at home unless you've been trained.
It's a great
in a
point
safe
there. It's
environment.
we watch what they do, and we're focused on how many boards they're breaking, but it's the process that you take for granted. That's spectacular work right there. Unfortunately, he's okay after the fall, where the choreography wasn't locked on with the volunteer he was working with, and he fell. But he's okay now. You get a sense right there how difficult. That's the one I was talking about. But he walked away.
We have 2 finalists left in the freestyle breaking, technical breaking competition. And the next finalist up is Seo from Korea.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our athlete now is blindfolded, so please keep quiet so they can react to where the bell is ringing.
First blindfold we've seen. High degree of difficulty is the understatement. And again, synchronizing with your volunteer team, it's crucial.
If that's what he can do when he's blindfolded, I look forward to see what he can do now that he can see clearly.
That's a throwdown to go blindfold. And excellent big air involved in that. Getting the crowd involved, always a plus. Teammates watching.
And that was So from Korea.
So from Korea with a solid outing, creativity, and again, anytime you end up, he was coming to the camera too. Got a little style, which is always important in any of these performances. And it is absolutely a performance, although obviously working in mandatory moves, showing off techniques, and being able to pull off all of the athleticism and grace and balance. A lot of gymnastics involved, but it's always good to have a little showman in you. If you get the crowd involved, it tends to be a subtle influence on the judges. And you see a spectacular end-of-the-day scene off the island of Rhodes. Then we pan right, and you'll see the Nautica Club there. The big pool, not needed this weekend as it's covered for this first WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships, Rhodes 2017.
It's going into the court, and it's Lee from Korea.
You heard her. It's the final contestant, final finalist of the technical breaking freestyle. That's successful. On a roll now, and he keeps the momentum going by having the next performance set up. 3 for 3. He's in full flow out there, and the judges appreciate the synchronicity with his team and not a lot of setup time. He's going right into it. That was a layup for him. Again, you notice the performance smiling through the fact that he missed the board, but it's secondary to what the judges are looking at, the form and the technique, and missing won't help him, but he walks away and pulls it off as if it's no big deal. And here's a look back.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're changing the judges now because we're going to go into our last competition of the evening, which is the Taekwondo duel. It's dynamic kicking between red and blue. They will be in 2 phases of competition. The first is freestyle kicking with movement, where the athlete will demonstrate athleticism, gymnastic skills, as well, of course, the Taekwondo skills. And they'll be judged by our referees and officials to be red or blue. That's the first part of the competition. The second part of the competition is dynamic breaking. And again, the judges will decide whether it's red or blue that does the most impressive technique. In the case of a draw, then the judges decide on a sudden death, and they will declare who is the winner. So our next competition is Taekwondo dueling, and that is dynamic kicks and freestyle breaking.
You get a sense again of the day's activities, young and old. Over 600 competitors from 26 nations. Certainly Ukraine well represented in this showcase earlier in the day.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Team Ukraine.
What's happening in the broadcast, as we can see, the rehearsals by the Ukrainian team. They're doing demonstrations for members of the public with leg control and balance, spinning kicks, and that is part of the element of freestyle team. Normally the freestyle team will maybe be made up of 2 females and 1 male. No, sorry, 3 males. And this is our preparations earlier today and the qualifying rounds with various teams.
You can imagine the immense work of staging this, the support necessary to get all these athletes in and set up and training and take care of all of that. It's a marvelous job by all the support teams with World Taekwondo Federation to stage this first ever WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships Rhodes 2017.
Speed, coordination, timing.
And from our perspective, a smashing success.
And the national team of Turkey versus Denmark in the qualifying round.
And now we're set for our final event of the 2 days.
Final event.
Olympic Channel's here, live streaming the end of day 2. I'm Tom Kirkland. It's been an amazing ride all around, thanks to the drone coverage from the broadcasters showing us every part of Rhodes. Amazing medieval city and the coast and all the ambiance that goes into this. And it's now
a qualifying match. In red, wearing the red wristband, is Belgian of Turkey. And in blue, we have Lee of Korea.
So Bleon of Turkey and Lee of Korea will...
So this is a dynamic challenge, a duel of skill and technique.
The duel of skill. This is the final quarterfinal.
He gets 2 or 3 attempts to show the skill. No stumbles over there. Okay, now Belgian from Turkey. This is the first aspect of the competition.
Solid performance by Bilian from Turkey.
From Belgium.
And one more.
So round 1, they come together and the referees will declare the technical leader. And the winner of round 1 by 3 points to 2 is Turkey. So Turkey takes the lead and will choose the first breaking techniques.
This is the first time we've witnessed this procedure, so I'm not going to get ahead of the competition as we observe what they're doing. But again, this is the last quarterfinal.
So this is a direct match. Belgian here is winning by 1 round to 0. If he can beat the breaking, if he's judged to be the best of the 2 breaking, he automatically goes through to the finals of this category. Incredible breaking skills there by Belgium.
Solid performance by Bilyan from Turkey. Next up, Lee will try to match.
Watch on as his Korean opponent.
Waiting in the semifinals, Koo
Has to win this to stay.
and another Lee from Korea.
Lee has to.
The winner of this will take on An from Korea. Could be an all-Korean finals, or at this point, Bilyan has the lead.
Degree each.
Maybe Turkey gets into the semifinals. And Lee coming and putting it down, making up for perhaps the earlier misfire, and we'll see who advances.
Which one wins the second round? And it's unanimous. It's blue for Korea. So at one level each, judges now have to determine which athlete goes through the next round. And unanimously, they take through Lee of Korea.
So Lee had a stumble in the initial round,
It's been announced
but with a solid
all through the competition.
performance.
It's represented Turkey.
And Bilyan, a great tournament himself for Turkey, but form following as Korea now has all four of the finalists.
Credit to him, but it's Lee who goes through to the final.
It just appeared that Bilyan was a little bit out of sync with his breaking, and that's where Lee passed him, and the unanimous
Now, the next
view of the judges.
Taekwondo duel features two Koreans. We have Koo and Lee. Red versus blue. Blue goes first. Impressive start by Koo.
Koo and Lee from Korea bidding to make the gold medal the top of the podium.
And now in action we see Lee.
You get an idea of the incredible balance and athleticism and concentration is obviously huge as well. Nice sportsmanship. His teammate applauding the work.
Move back into the center.
We'll see who the judges like.
The first round. And unanimously it goes to Lee in red.
The second competitor, Lee,
His choice
takes
to break.
the first round, and now it's following the familiar pattern of what we just saw in Bilyan and
Second round.
the other Lee.
Is the dynamic freestyle breaking.
So if the format follows after this, you'll see Lee and An from Korea in the other semifinal. And then the winner of this and the winner of that will meet for the gold medal. Taekwondo Jewel in full flow here as we wind up our two-day coverage of the first WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships in Rhodes, Greece, 2017. Olympic Channel bringing you all of the finals yesterday and today.
Make it to the final.
Tom Kirkland here enjoying this. I hope you are as well. And as the Koreans dominate these end of the competitions, the technical breaking, freestyle breaking, the freestyle dynamic kicks and breaking challenge, it reminds us all that their proud country will be on display coming up next February. Pyeongchang 2018 and the Winter Olympics. Again, what you're watching is it's not the one-on-one discipline that you might be used to seeing in Olympic Taekwondo.
Strong finish by Kuba.
The Kyorugi sparring competition. This is
Ball into the center. The Taekwondo Duel, red versus blue.
more of a
And the break-in is unanimous.
performance-based.
He goes through to the final.
So Lee moves on to the final.
And our final event of the first World Taekwondo World Beach Championships is the Taekwondo Duel between the Korean experts, red and blue. Both athletes called Lee. We have Jay Lee and C Lee.
As we prepare for the Lee versus Lee all-Korean Taekwondo Jewel here, the gold medal final. You see a little workup of earlier in the day, and now, after a day's worth of competition coming through the brackets, all the qualifications, and it's down to Lee versus Lee, and Korea once again dominating all of the technical breaking competitions and freestyle. We've seen the routine. Each will go through their initial work here. The freestyle dynamic kicks portion. The judges will then decide who wins that round. They move on to the breaking challenge. I can tell you Lee will win the gold medal. Now they await the judges' ruling on the initial freestyle dynamic
And
kicks.
Red takes it. Red takes his first round of competition in the final.
So Red Lee gets to pick, or gets to go first and set up his breaking challenge. It's amazing how quickly they transition from one to another and get the volunteers set up in the proper position. This is crucial. This is hours of choreography and training. And certainly the red side Lee is making it all happen after winning the initial freestyle dynamic kick. He's putting up quite a show for his Korean teammate, the blue Lee, to try to match. So the red side Lee is done, and it's up to the blue side Lee. After this, we will have the final gold medalist of what's been an amazing couple of days. Olympic Channel's been happy and proud to be a part of this first WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships, Rhodes 2017. But
I'm sitting here with the president of World Taekwondo Federation, Dr. Cho. Taekwondo has made history with the first WTF World Beach Taekwondo Championships. What are your thoughts on this event?
Well, this is, of course, inaugural World Taekwondo Beach Pumse Championships. I'm very happy to have this successful first inaugural championships, especially the surrounding, the peoples and organizing committees. They did a really wonderful job to have promote this sports for all Pumse Championships.
It seems like Taekwondo is developing all the time. How did the idea come up for the World Beach Taekwondo Championship?
Well, as you know, that the World Taekwondo Federation has now the 208 member nations, and we are counting around the 80 million Taekwondo populations. And more, Taekwondo is focusing to supporting the young children in refugee camps and orphanages. Well, this kind of things, I think as an Olympic sports federation, we should do something for the contribution to the human society. So that's why we are creating the Taekwondo Humanitarian Foundation and also Taekwondo Cares program to support the orphanage young children through Taekwondo. And moreover, this Pumse Championships is one of the now it's getting improving sports, because many multi-sports games and continents, they are accepting Pumse as their own regular programs. So this development of Taekwondo is really supporting to Taekwondo practitioners in all around the world.
What is the next step for the World Beach Taekwondo Championships?
Well, I think this coming 2019, ANOC is decided to have a World Beach Games in San Diego for the first time ever. So, of course, in the Taekwondo will be in the program of World Beach Games, and I hope many spectators really enjoying and to see the games, and they have more fun on the beach.
I'm sure that's going to be very exciting, Taekwondo included with other beach sports. And the last question, how do you find Rhodes, Greece? Have Greece been treating you right?
Yes, this is really, for me, it's the first time to visit Rhodes, and I found this very historical city and also beautiful seas and surroundings, nice beaches. So I hope next year we'll have a second World Taekwondo Beach Pumse Championships here in Rhodes. But we have to go through the due process. So in June we have a council meeting in Muju, Korea, the occasion of World Taekwondo Championships. I think our council members support to have a second one here in 2018, same place in Rhodes.
Well, for sure, we have had a very successful start. I think the organizing committee has done a wonderful job. Thank you so much, Dr. Cho, the president of World Taekwondo Federation. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cho, President of the World Taekwondo Federation. The action's been underway whilst that interview with my friend and colleague Lisa Lenz, and we're still in a Taekwondo duel.
Great words from President Chow of the World Taekwondo Federation, acknowledging the support and overall excellent venue, people of Rhodes, Greece, and looking ahead to the World Beach Games coming up in 2019. And speaking to the overall popularity around the world, this amazing discipline, this sport. I love that he took a moment, put his hand up in an apparent apology when he had missed the board and happened to clip one of the volunteers. And here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Taekwondo!
The two finalists performing a little showmanship for the crowd and everybody loving it. Korea dominating the back end of both days of this competition. And Lee comes away with the gold medal. And a handshake from the president. Incredible stuff here.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the first ever World Taekwondo Beach Championships here from the beautiful island of Rhodes. Thank you very much. And as you heard President Cho said, hopefully we'll be here again next year. So from me, Mike McKenzie, I'd like to say thank you very much and good night. And for my colleague Lisa.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks to Mike and Lisa for their work on the ground with us, helping us out. Looking forward to future events and for the first ever WTF World Taekwondo Beach Championships from Rhodes 2017. A great success. You got a taste of the event. And as they line up the dignitaries, including President Chow of the WTF, for pictures, the pictures also spectacular from the Aegean Sea and Rhodes. Yeah, there we are. Thank you so much for joining us, Tom Kirkland. Hope you enjoyed this Olympic Channel live stream. We'll talk to you and be back with you again next time.